It was a political life almost from the start. When Nelson Mandela, who has died aged 95, was born in white-ruled South Africa, it was into the royal family of the Tembu people. They gave him a powerful sense of pride in his people's history. That pride led him to appear in a traditional leopard skin in court when charged with high treason in 1956.
Those of us that covered him closely in the 90s when he was president concluded that what he really was the great seducer. He was absolutely brilliant at seducing whoever he met. Correspondence, we were putty in his hand. He would call us to impromptu gatherings in his house, and we'd sit under a tree in his garden in the sort of under the bright high-felt sun, and he'd give homilies to us. And now we were meant to be critical journalists, and we'd just be sort of looking up at him, I have to say, in utter awe.
Barbados is one of the most prosperous, pacific and picturesque island countries in the Caribbean. But even this country is feeling the pinch of an economic recession.
I am not a soothsayer, but I will say this: unless we have serious adjustment, we have limited options. And that's how I would put it. Barbados is at that point now where every day and every week counts.
My sense after 5 days in Tehran, conversations with senior government officials, former President Rafsanjani, and people on the street and businessmen, is that there's a great sense of hope that things are going to get better. Of course, that's partly because things couldn't get much worse after the international sanctions which have laid waste to this economy, but particularly after the mismanagement of the previous administration led by the populist Mahmoud Ahmadinejad.
So I'll take a bit off the front face there like that first, and there we go, that's beautifully done right the way through. Let's have a reasonable size slice off that. Okay, and so we've got some steamed kale, some buttered sweet potatoes. I've not had anything off this one yet, and try and get a bit of the fat, a bit of the crust, and a bit of the ham at the same time. It really is very, very good.
So the text I've chosen is by William Chatterton Dix, What Child Is This? And it describes Jesus in the manger and the nativity scene and the shepherds and the angels worshipping him.
This is Christ the King.